At the moment, 10 a.m. here in New York. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Jerusalem, and right now Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about to convene his security cabinet and approve a historic agreement that will release the remaining hostages. This now phase one of President Trump's plan to end the war in Gaza. So we will start a brand new hour. Dana's got the day off. She's back tomorrow. I'm Bill Hemmer, and welcome back as our coverage continues now. Hello to you.
Good morning to you. I'm Aisha Hasni, and there were so many celebrations of joy just breaking out after the announcement that Israel and Hamas had finalized a deal to end the fighting and bring those hostages home. President Trump last night thanking all of the many parties involved in this that came together to make it all happen.
It's brought the whole world together. It's amazing. I've never seen anything. It's so good for Israel. I spoke to Bibi Netanyahu just a little while ago. He called. He said, "I can't believe it." He said, "Everybody's liking me now." Meaning him. He said, I said, that more importantly, they're loving Israel again. It's amazing the way it's all come together, and it's a beautiful picture. I don't know if it could ever happen again.
Back to Tel Aviv Live with our chief foreign correspondent, Trey Yingst, with the very latest as of this hour. And Trey, hello to you.
Hey, Bill, good morning. The war in Gaza is almost over. For the first time in months, there is hope across the Middle East. President Trump has done what so many thought was impossible. Celebrations erupted at Hostages Square in Tel Aviv overnight as Israelis process the news that all of the remaining hostages held by Hamas will be released in the days ahead.
I want to thank President Trump for bringing this amazing victory. That's the name for it. That's a victory. He deserves a Nobel Prize for this, a Nobel Peace Prize for bringing this amazing deal.
Similar moments of joy unfolding inside Gaza as crowds of Palestinians cheered and chanted. After 2 years of war, an influx of aid and relief will make it to residents there. The Israeli cabinet is set to formally vote on the deal this evening. Once that vote passes, Israeli forces inside Gaza will have 24 hours to pull back to agreed-upon lines within the enclave. President Trump says 20 living hostages will be released on Monday. Israeli media reports the exchange could take place sooner. Local hospitals are already preparing for their return. The hostages will be swapped for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, 250 of whom are serving life sentences. As for the bodies of the remaining 28 hostages, a joint task force from the U.S., Qatar, Egypt, Turkey, and Israel is reportedly being set up to help locate the remains. Remember, this is the first phase of a broader 20-point peace plan, but at this moment, both Israelis and Palestinians agree President Trump has made history. Bill?
Thank you, Trey. Trey Yingst, live in Tel Aviv. Back to you with more developments momentarily. Thank you, Trey. Aisha.
Family members of hostages still in captivity calling President Trump to thank him for brokering the peace deal, including the release of all of the remaining hostages. Watch this.
Trust you'll fulfill the mission until every hostage, every 48 of the hostages are home. Thank you so much. Blessed be the peacemakers.
God bless you, Mr. President. God bless America.
Thank you very much. You just take care of yourselves. The hostages will come back. They're all coming back on Monday.
All of them.
Those families were in Washington this week to mark 2 years since Hamas launched the October 7th attack on Israel.
So as you can imagine, this is a fast-moving story, has been since late last night. More on this now with the ambassador, Michael Lader, who's Israel's ambassador to the U.S. Mr. Ambassador, thank you for your time. I just want to read something that's crossing on the Associated Press wire right now to Cairo. The U.S. envoy, Steve Witkoff, and also Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, have met with the Egyptian president after brokering this deal at midnight, Middle East time last night. As it stands right now, what is your measure of optimism that we'd have something that can last?
Well, it's a very emotional day, and my level of optimism is quite high. All reports are that this first phase is going to be implemented. Interests are coming together, and the president has masterfully, like a maestro, put all the pieces in place. And, look, there's a convergence of events. The IDF has surrounded Gaza City, made it very clear that this could end with the elimination of Hamas. They felt the rope around their neck. The president picked up that sentiment and basically told the Arab states supporting Hamas, look, you've got to read them the riot act, and it's now. And once these pieces came together. We have a plan. The first phase is going to be implemented. The hostages released, so it's a very, very emotional day. And
but it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat and leave a comment below. This is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all you beautiful people out there across the lands of YouTube. It is Thursday, the 9th October. People are like, it is ready for Halloween, baby. Who's getting those trick-or-treating costumes? I'm just saying, a lot of people out there. I know my household. My daughter said she's going to be this. Now all of a sudden she's got another one on order. My son wants to be this. Now he's got another one on order. Not to mention my wife. She's going to get her 5 or 10 Halloween costumes. You know what I'm saying? I won't mention my costume just yet. I'll do it live on the show. Hope all of you guys are in the building right now. Smack that damn like button and subscribe to the channel. And welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. And we got a lot going on today. Let me just tell you something. Yesterday, a lot of craziness. Today, we're going to go over a lot of stuff. I got the headlines right here in the building. If you're watching live right now, drop your states in the chat right now. Everybody, where are you based? Drop it in right now. Make sure you subscribe to this damn channel. We got a lot to go over today. A lot of expansions to the show I will get to in a second. Yesterday, I told you it was going to be the vertical, the horizontal. All that is merging through YouTube. A lot of transitioning here with the show is going to be absolutely amazing. You guys are going to see that live firsthand right here in the building. You guys are going to love what we're doing. We're getting into some stuff right now I want you guys to see. Now, first things first, let me get to the headlines right now. We got some videos for you to see of the inmates that escaped. Derrick Groves, the last person that got arrested, was brought back into there, the escapees. And then we're going to get to Palestine, Israel, a lot going on today. So if you're in the chat right now, get ready. Here goes the headlines first and foremost. 10 inmates escaped from prison, New Orleans, Louisiana, a few months ago. The last person, Derrick Groves, was just caught. Now, here's the thing, people. A lot going on. How the hell do you escape from prison? We're going to dive in. I got videos for you to see right here. Then we got Palestine and Israel peace agreements. Is it really possible? Is it going to happen? We're going to dive into that. Then we got Palisades criminal fire. Okay, the starter out there in California, over 7,000 residents, okay, were burned to the ground. That guy's in court today. He's the one that called the fire department after he started the damn fire, allegedly. We'll get to that. And then Florida continues with the open carry gun law for people with no criminal history. You can go get a gun and carry it and just show it. It just doesn't have to be concealed. It's just out and visible. We're going to talk about that. And the government shutdown continues as Republicans and Democrats get in a heated argument over health care. Let's get into it right now. Let's get to it. 10 inmates that obviously escaped from prison. I want to show you some craziness that happened first. I'm going to show you what happened. Then we're going to dive into the whole situation. You got to hear what people are saying. Take a look.
Let's dig a little bit deeper here into the timeline and what happened with this brand new surveillance video. 12:23 a.m. You can see them right there yanking on these doors, pulling them off the tracks, says the sheriff. Then at 1 a.m., it is at this moment that a corrections monitoring technician stepped away from their position where they would be visually watching this pod to go grab some food. And that is the moment the sheriff tells us that the inmates exited through a hole in the wall behind the toilet, got into the loading dock, and you can see them right here. This is after they scaled the wall, going past the barbed wire, and then going through this interstate. Now, the Orleans Parish Sheriff, Susan Hudson, says that the cells had defective locks, but they also had evidence of this being an inside job. The plumbing and the rebar that you can see right here had been clean cut with those big bolts removed that could only have happened with outside help, they said. Now, officials discovered that they were missing at least 7 hours later since their escape. Since this has happened, they have suspended 3 of the employees there pending the outcome of this internal investigation. And the sheriff insisted that the moment they found out, they immediately started calling victims and started calling survivors to warn them of what had happened.
How did no one see a massive jailbreak? We are underfunded, understaffed, underpaid. So we do our best to hire staff and retain them, but like everyone
else. Listen, people, I want you guys to understand something. You guys are watching live in the chat right now, that like button, subscribe. We're talking about the 10 inmates that escaped behind the toilet. There was a hole, obviously, there, cut. There was actually plumbing in the wall. You couldn't fit in there. Behind the toilet, there's plumbing in the wall. Now, you tell me, I told you, I'm no mathematician. Over 300 people in the building right now. Welcome to the damn show. Make some noise! What I'm saying is this, though. Do you think in the chat, was this an inside job or did they do it themselves? I mean, listen, there's plumbing in the wall behind the toilet pipes. You can't get through, okay? If I show that video again, you know what I'm talking about. Somehow, some way, okay, they literally, someone from the inside on the other side of the wall and had to tell them what it led to, right? Like, you don't know exactly where it leads to if you're in the prison. Like, you don't know, hey, if I cut behind this toilet, I'm going to be at the loading dock. Like, you don't know. So someone obviously had to go in there and cut behind that wall. Am I right or wrong, right? They cut behind that wall, and then they get through it. But you got to take a look at this clip right here. This is where shit gets real interesting. Listen to this guy explain this story. And they said they were taking bets on how long it would take for this guy to get caught. Let's take a look.
So you mean to tell me you escaped from prison 4 months ago with a bunch of other niggas? In the middle of the night, y'all just decided y'all gonna escape prison. All the other niggas that you escaped with end up getting caught, but you're the only one that's still on the run. You're the only one that they have not been able to capture, which leads people to believe that, oh, he's actually going to get away with this. That man has changed his appearance. He's living life as another person, like the cops are never going to find him. Just for the cops to find you 4 months fucking later, hiding out in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia! 8 hours away from where you escaped from. You have been on the run for 4 months, and the best option you could find to hide out at is fucking Atlanta? You should have been in goddamn Zimbabwe by now. Not only were you just casually chilling in the projects of fucking Atlanta, not one time did you think to alter your appearance. When they arrested him, he looks the fucking same. Of course they found you. You walking around looking like the nigga that escaped. Have you niggas never seen Prison Break? We've been thinking that you were the ringleader, and the reason that everybody escaped is so that you can escape and go live your fucking life and be free. Bitch, go start a new life in another country. Whole time you down the street.
If you guys just saw that video right there, you know what I'm talking about. Like, this guy escapes from prison. 4 months go by. I don't know. Listen, first off, how do you escape from prison? Number one, they said obviously inside job. They said they were underpaid, understaffed, hiring people for that wage that they can actually get to work every day. Somebody took a paycheck somewhere, or they felt bad and let the person out. Sometimes they're actually dating the person in prison, right? We've seen that. So what I'm saying is, by the way, if you guys are in the chat right now, we get to 100 likes on this damn video right now. In the next 30 seconds, to give a lucky person $100 in the chat. Run it up right now. Double tap your screens. We're talking about this because the last person was just caught. But the thing is, with the video, and I agree with this, it's like you were gone for 4 months, and the furthest you got was this place. Now, here's the thing. How much money do you have if you escape? You don't got that much damn money anyway. It isn't like you can escape and you can travel the world, right? So let's take a look at this clip right here. She kind of breaks this down.
Why he ain't go out of country? Why he ain't go out of country? I thought he would have been in Cuba by now. I thought he was going to be in Colombia by now. How much money did you think he had? Like, we're talking about murderer here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was rooting for him to, like, go out there in, like, the Midwest or go far out in the West. Like, you need to be in the state Washington. You need to be in Oregon, Wyoming. You know what I'm saying? They done caught this nigga down the road in Atlanta. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I was rooting for him, but I was rooting
Everybody was rooting for him after he was gone for like more than, a couple weeks. They're like, this guy's going to get away. They arrested all, 9 of these people. One guy left like, hey, wait a second. Where are we going to find this guy? It's been going on. Now, I got a clip you got to see. This was getting interesting to me. Let's take a look at this. This guy literally was found on a bench at one point. There's another guy that brought in. Let's take a look. I got to turn the volume down due to copyright purposes. But take a look at this. So this guy here is found on a bench. Okay, you see him right here. This is one of these inmates found on a bench with some money in his pocket. Also, but they say somebody turned him in. Right? Take a look at this. This guy reportedly falls asleep on a bench. One of the inmates that escapes from prison falls asleep on the bench. I'm like, okay, you're escaping from prison and you're gonna keep your ass on a local bench and pass out. I mean, this guy, you can't make this shit up. Like, literally, if you're gonna be out there and running from the wall, at least make yourself, go somewhere.
Man, I just was by this man.
Get out there. And what I want to say is this: the lady that came on there was like, at least disguise yourself too. Like, this guy got on there. I'll show you in a second. Was like, you traveled locally. You got the same look, Didn't even change nothing. Shave your head, dye your hair, get a wig, do something. And then it was a lady that was actually, they were questioning because it looked just like him. People in the chat right now, welcome back to the damn show. Make some noise! If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button, subscribe right there, subscribe account of the show. Today we got to run that shit. Let's get to 76,000. We need 250 subscribers today to run that shit up and get it rocking and rolling and surpass 76,000. Keep it moving. Now take a look at this clip here. This shit's funny.
Well, they finally caught him. Mr. I'm gonna make your parlay happen. Derrick Groves was finally caught in Atlanta. And boy, if you know how much money this man done made, a couple of people. If you guys remember, Derrick Groves led a charge with 9 other inmates where they digged a hole behind the back of a toilet in the cell and got free. Now, while the other guys stuck around and were getting caught left and right by the police, Derrick Groves was one of the only dudes that actually got out of town. They even accused a random lady at a store for being him, bruh. Almost got that lady banned. Also, there were bets going on with people around about who they thought was gonna get caught or who wasn't gonna get caught. And a lot of us who are smart kept saying Derrick Groves was gonna get caught no time soon. Now the attorneys that prosecuted him and all that can finally come back home because they weren't hiding themselves. They thought bro was gonna retaliate against them because he was convicted back in 2019 for the death of 4 people. Regardless,
you're talking this guy killed 4 people and he's on the run. All those people, the judges, the prosecutors, all the attorneys out there were sitting there going, wait a second, where's Derrick Groves? Like, hopefully they find him because they went and hide him. People out there, like, he killed 4 people, they put him in jail. Listen, you kill 4 people, your ass is going to prison anyway. But people are going to say, hey, why should I go to prison? It's not my fault that this happened. So obviously now all of a sudden people are like, wait a second, you haven't found them yet? It's been 4 months. You haven't found this guy, runs across a freaking highway? First off, he breaks out of prison. Shout out to the 500 people in the building right now. Make some noise! If you're in the chat right now, put your damn states in the chat. I got all these messages on the other networks, Instagram, all that saying, where is everybody based? In the chat right now, 500 people, put your freaking states in the chat one more time. Let people know where you are based at. I got these clips I'm going to pull up in a second. But then I even got a guy that shows you how you scale up a building. You're talking breaking out of prison, climbing barbed wire fences, running across a highway, surveillance cameras the whole time. They didn't find out this person was missing until the next day. It's like, well, somebody's on, if they got people working inside the prison, they're walking around, looking into cells, looking into cells. That's part of what they do is protocol. Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know in the chat right now. Like, something's got to give here, right? Let's take a look at what's going on here. Let's take a look.
Right now, obviously, we're still questioning Mr. Massey and others who were aiding and assisting him, and we don't have any comment regarding specific details, but it's pretty obvious over the last 6 weeks to remain a fugitive that long. He had assistance, he had help. Everyone has really given an incredible amount of resources. It's through our resilience and, more importantly, our collaboration is why we were able to bring Mr. Massey into custody today. But let's not lose sight. One still remains, Derrick Groves.
So then they found this guy. Last but not least, they find this guy. I got these last couple clips I want to show you real quick before we dive into it. But take a look at this real fast. He even makes a post on Twitter. The guy's running wild, makes a post on Twitter, goes, you can't find me. Like, shit's getting a little crazy to get out there and do that. But hold on, let me get to that clip. Take a look. We're going to get to Palestine right now. Obviously, Palestine and Israel in a second. So take a look at this real quick.
One of the inmates in New Orleans that managed to escape makes a post on Twitter. Why? He made a post on Twitter and said, last one, you can't catch me. So you think that they can't track the address, the IP, whatever, and they can't find, the type of phone, all of that? You think that they can't do that, bro? Let me know. Make it make sense. Like I keep saying in these videos, y'all, they focus on the wrong thing. Y'all are out. Stay out. Like, it seemed like y'all just want to go back in. It's crazy because I just seen a video of the guy. It was a guy showing all of their charges. Yo, there was probably like 4 of them that was in there for serious stuff. But the rest of them, like, they really weren't in there for nothing major. I just know that I'm not going to escape and then poke the bear after I escape. Like, nah, bro, you not going to hear from me. Nothing. Like, you really can't make this up. You really made a Twitter post. somebody in the comments, please tell me that this is fake. There's no way that he did this. But then again, I can't really put it past him because the other dude went on Instagram Live. Like, he showed his face and all. Like, he didn't care at all. Let me know what y'all.
This other guy goes on Instagram Live and starts talking and asks for Lil Wayne and someone else to go, and Trump, he asked for Trump to come out and help him and pardon him to get him out of jail. On Instagram Live, he's one of the inmates that escaped prison on Instagram Live. And then they came wherever he was that day. They started raiding that house. He was gone already. But here, the thing is this. It's like, and I like what he just said. It's like they kind of want to go back, right? Like, what would be the point to do all this, break out, and then go on Instagram? I guess you got nowhere to go. Like, end of the road. You escaped. You're out running around for months. People can only help you so far. Every single person, aid and abetting, it's called, that can go out there and help you break out of prison, from the jail, obviously from the prison, and then help you when you're out and go, hey, you're out of prison. What's going on? Hey, you want to come hang out? Like, you can stay at my house. These are the people that are also going to start getting in trouble right now. They're going to start announcing that. I'm going to show you this last clip real quick before we dive into the next thing. But look how this guy is scaling this wall to break out.
Prisoner Danilo Cavalcante was
like, take a
able
look
to
at
climb
this.
up
Like,
onto
he's
the
like,
roof,
look, here's
and
how you
that
do
was how
it.
he
You want to
escaped.
break out of here? Boom.
Source told me
Crab
that earlier.
wall, up
Danilo
the wall like
Cavalcante
this,
crab walking,
go up,
putting
and
his
on top of
hands
that,
up against
there
one
was
part of
other
the wall,
things
his
he had
legs
to
up
get
against the
around
other,
up there.
and basically shimmying
Like, he had to go
up that
over
wall
barbed
to the top
wire
of the
once he
roof.
got
The
to the
prison warden
top
says
and
when he
break
got
out.
up
But I
there,
guess
there
when you're in
is still
prison that
razor
long,
wire
you do what
on
you got
top
to do.
of
This
that
is
roof.
another guy
And
that broke out of
basically
prison.
just
I'm showing you this
blasted
before we
through
get to
that razor
Palestine, Israel.
wire
But take
and
a look. Let me
ultimately
turn the volume up for
escaped.
you.
This prisoner, Danilo Cavalcante, was able to climb up onto the roof, and that was how he escaped. A law enforcement source told me that earlier. Danilo Cavalcante crab walking, putting his hands up against one part of the wall, his legs up against the other, and basically shimmying up that wall to the top of the roof. The prison warden says when he got up there, there is still razor wire on top of that roof, and Cavalcante basically just blasted through that razor wire. And
do you know how you got to blast through razor wire? Look, if you're in jail for a long time, you're in life in prison, you're in there for a long time. I get it. You don't give a shit what you got to do. But to blast out through barbed wire, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's it. There's just things you just can't do physically. Apparently, some people can. In the chat right now, you know what I'm saying? Do you know anybody that has escaped out of prison? I mean, I get it. Someone in the chat just in there said it's better off being in there than being out, being like a better life inside prison, right? There's bums out there living homeless in the wintertime. Like, you know what? It's my part of the year right now to head on in, and they do what they got to do to get some free food, right? Some heat, place to sleep. Listen, you're waking up, you got to brush your teeth, you take showers, like all this. I'm not saying it's a great life, but I bet it's a lot better than living out freezing your ass off and you ain't got no food to eat and all that kind of shit. I gave a guy $1 a day outside the CVS. I was like, man, $1 wasn't really gonna do shit. So me giving that $1 is just me feeling good about myself that I gave you $1, but you can't. What are you gonna get for $1 nowadays? You can't even get a bottle of water nowadays for $1. Is all I'm saying. Shout out to the 500 people in the chat. And if you're stressed out at home, smoke weed every day. Do what you got to do is all I'm saying. We're getting ready to dive into some conversation right here. Listen, people. Now, I'm going to slide this over right now. I'm moving into the conversation. People coming into the building right now. Palestine versus Israel. You know what? This is a big conversation, people. This is a big conversation. And we got to get into it right now. I got videos for you. I got things you got to see. People in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the building right now, here's a chance before we dive in this to make some damn money. Double tap your screens right now. If you're watching on your phone, on your iPhone, I don't know about Android, but if you're watching on your phone right now, double tap your screen right now. Hit that like button, a chance to get some money. If we get to 100 likes in the next 30 seconds, give a lucky person $100 in the chat. That's all I'm saying. You guys join the show. I appreciate you coming to the building. Here we are. Hit the like button, subscribe as we dive into this right now. So Palestine, Israel. There's a lot happening, people. This world has a lot of shit going on, and I wanted to talk about this only today and maybe even into tomorrow. This is the biggest thing going on. People in the chat, hit that damn like button and subscribe. And then I want to see in the chat right now, are you for Palestine? Or are you for Israel? In the chat. Let me see it right now. All the people coming in, we're getting ready to get this started. This is going to be a conversation today. We got live guests coming on all next week. A lot of things are going to start happening. We're going to be in the horizontal, vertical mode. All that shit's going on. But let me get into this right now. I'm going to show you a clip of how people are acting. Let's take a look at this. This is the biggest damn thing going on in the world right now. There's only a few other things right now to talk about outside of this, to be completely honest with you. And I came here today, I could not forget the freaking prison break, because that shit, I was like, man, broke out of prison, someone helped me out, you broke 10 people. One person breaks out, 2 people break out, okay. But 10 people running all around the place across highways, barbed wire, had to bring that up. But now we got to this, okay? You're watching live right now in the building. I see people in the chat saying right now, Palestine, some people saying Israel, some people saying they're for both. How about Trump? How about that man Trump? Did he go out there and create the peace agreement? Yes or no? If you love Trump in the chat, put Trump in the chat right now. If you're not a Trump supporter, then just put USA or put impeach. Put what you got to put. What I want to know is Trump making this happen? Because let me tell you something, without Trump, this shit could have been going for a long time. Am I right or wrong? I know Democrats are going to say, you know what? Trump didn't do it. Who did it then? Whether you love Trump or hate Trump, we're just talking about this topic right now. We're talking about Palestine, Israel, all the shit going over there, Gaza. If you're just joining the show right now, yes, hit that. I see you subscribing. Thank you.
New subscribers.
See all you guys coming into the building right now. Our goal today is getting 76,000 people because we got a lot to talk about on the show. A lot of guests coming on. My problem that I have is this. What is the fight about, right? What is the fight about? The land, right? The Palestinians, they're in there, they're living in Gaza. Palestinians are in Gaza trying to find out. They're living like this, like, I said, what is it, free Palestine? What does it mean to say free Palestine? People come to the chat right now are like, yeah, what the hell does that mean, free Palestine, Brandon? I'm over here trying to figure out the same shit. Some people are like, I get it. It's like they feel like they're living like this cage environment where they can't go certain places inside of Israel, right? So what they have to do is get like these passes to go places and stuff like that. And people are like, whoa, why do we got to do that? This was our land a long time ago. We're trying to get our land back right now.
New subscriber.
And here's what I'm saying. The people, the children over there, the people over there. I'm going to show this clip right now. And I'm going to dive into the conversation. Watch this damn clip right now. This shit's important. Watch this.
Israel and Hamas have agreed the first stage in a peace plan for Gaza, paving the way for a ceasefire and the release of the remaining hostages in exchange for Palestinian detainees. The Israeli cabinet will vote on this first phase later today. Then a ceasefire will go into effect officially. A minimum of 400 aid trucks a day will enter Gaza. On Friday, Israeli troops will begin a partial withdrawal, and Hamas has agreed to free the hostages on Monday. Francis Reid reports.
Elation in Hostages Square. This is a huge moment. They've gathered here so many times, but this time for celebration, after news that Israel and Hamas have agreed on the initial phase of a peace deal that could bring an end to 2 years of horror and devastation. For Israelis, the promise, the hope that it's something concrete after the terror of October the 7th and the wait for the remaining hostages.
It's such a good feeling, and I really hope it will happen. I mean, until it will not happen, it will not happen, but we are very excited.
In Gaza too, daring to have joy after thousands have been killed and around 2 million people displaced. The deal would get aid here with Palestinian prisoners and detainees released, and crucially, the withdrawal of Israeli forces, which in theory would take less than 24 hours from approval.
Every time we used to have hope, they would let us down. We would hope there will be a truce and they would let us down. Until now, the joy is incomplete until it is fully implemented.
It is but a first phase. Everyone is right to be cautious. A whisper from the US Secretary of State. This, the first moment that word was given to the American president that his proposed deal was about to be accepted. The note reads, "We need you to approve a Truth Social post soon so you can announce the deal first."
We're very close to a deal in the Middle East, and they're going to need me pretty quickly, so I will take a couple of more questions.
There has been deep anger from Israelis against their own government, with Netanyahu previously deciding to fight on and being criticised for having no clear objective. Many felt it harmed the chances of the hostages' release. The US president, where families have put their faith instead.
Mr. President, we believe in you. We know you've done so much for us over the past, since you became a president, and even before that. And we trust you'll fulfill the mission until every hostage, every 48 of the hostages are home. Thank you so much.
So all these people, now you tell me, I'm watching the live stream, I'm seeing what these people are saying out to Israel-Palestine, saying, hey, we appreciate Trump. Like it isn't, I can tell you this right now. It wasn't Israel. You didn't have Israel over here and then you got Palestine going, hey, we're going to do good together. Let's make it work. That's not what happened. What happened was there's some kind of thing that transpired from the U.S. with Trump speaking to both of those people to make this happen. Yes or no in the chat. Do you guys think that Trump was the reason why this happened? Yes or no in the chat to the 500, to the 600 freaking people in the building right now. Yes or no? Do you think Trump was the reason why they are having peace talks right now? I want you guys to understand something. We're asking this question for a specific reason. To the 700 people in the chat right now, we got to have this conversation correctly. If you're watching live in the building, hit that like button, subscribe right now. I told you, I'm trying to give us some freaking money today in the chat. All you got to do is double tap your screens right now, and let's run this shit up. Here's a chance right now. Who wants to make some money right now? If we get to 500 likes in the chat right now, I'll give $1,000 out to a lucky person. Right now, you guys are watching live. You guys are in the building right now with me. I'll give you guys a chance to make some money. All you got to do is double tap your screens. We get to 500 likes, I'll give somebody $1,000 in the chat right now. Part of what we do, right? We're having conversation about this because when you wake up every day in America, you feel pretty damn good about yourself compared to other places, right? You might wake up and be like, shit, I hate my job, or I don't like my house, or I hate these taxes, but go over there and live out there. Deal with Hamas and live it out there in Gaza and what's going on there. They have wars every damn day. They wake up, they got shit going on, rockets flying over. They had, obviously, nonstop action-packed shit going on. And people are like, why are they fighting? Like, what's actually going on? Like, a lot of people that I seen other messages on Instagram like, why are they fighting? Like, what is actually going on? Well, here's what's actually going on. You got to understand something, people. Israel has this amount of land, and the Palestinians are like, we want our land back. So what did Israel do? Israel would give them like a small piece of the pie right here. Take this. Okay, shit's good. We got this piece of land. Things are good. And guess what? They gave them a small piece of land, and they're like, hey, but we want more now. So it's like, hey, no good deed goes unpunished kind of thing. I'm going to give you an idea. We're not going to go as far back, but I'm just saying, that little piece of land that they had living out there in Gaza, now they're like, hey, we want more. We want more. This has been going on right now. We want our land back. We can't even travel over here because you. We want this back. So wars keep happening. Similar, not the same, but similar to Russia and Ukraine. How Russia's like, you know what? We want our land back. We want our land back. Going through Kiev, taking it back, right? And what's Trump trying to do? Trump's trying to fix that damn situation too. So what's hard to understand? People in the chat right now coming in. I don't care who you vote for. Who did you vote for in the chat? Right now in the building, who did you vote for? Did you vote for Trump or did you vote for Kamala Harris? In the chat right now, who did you vote for? And I'm asking you these questions for a specific reason. Do you think Kamala Harris or Joe Biden? Because let me tell you something. Joe Biden was who was going to be your president if Trump didn't win at first. And then he got demolished. He got demolished in a debate. And they said, okay, you got to go, Joe. Got to go, Joe. Here comes Kamala Harris. Obviously, Trump wins by a landslide. The question is, if you had Kamala Harris or you had Joe Biden that was actually in office, do you think they were going to be the people to stop these wars? To all the 600 people in the chat right now, do you think that Kamala Harris or Joe Biden could stop these wars? Because they started, this shit has been going on ever since Joe Biden got in office. Russia said, this is our time. Joe's sleeping. He's not going to do shit about it. Joe's sleeping. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong right now that Russia took advantage? As soon as Joe Biden got in office, they said, hey, you know what? Here's our time. Here's our time. Let's get out there and get it popping. Let's take over. Let's take over Ukraine. And all those Ukrainians had to flood the damn world trying to figure out where they were going to live. Am I right or wrong? This is a big conversation for a lot of reasons, because Trump sitting in office today is a big part of why, you have Palestine and Israel coming to the situation going, okay, look, we got to figure this out. And we know that Trump went over there and bombed that whole system over there, and the Rock took out the section where they were trying to come up with nuclear weapons and all that. Yes, we understand that some people loved that and hated that. But the reality is right now, I'm going to show that clip again of how they're acting over there. They're celebrating. They're celebrating. There's Palestinians in Gaza going, yes, peace deal announced. Those people don't want to live and die by the sword every single day with their kids growing up and they can't do stuff. How can you go to school? Like, imagine those people out in Ukraine. They can't go to school. We complain about our school in the U.S. every day. School shootings, things happening. We complain about our schools. They probably can't even go to school. Think about how they're living. I'm going to show these clips again. Take a look. When we talk about Palestinians, we talk about people of Israel, and we talk about how they're battling over there. They don't like each other. They grow up not liking each other. Is it the leaders or is it the people? Like, be real for even in the chat right now. Is it the leaders that have the problem, or is it the people of, like, the citizens, the people walking around? Do they have the real problem, or is it the leaders? A lot of people would argue that the people just want peace. The people just want to do their everyday life. The people just want to raise their kids. The people want to go out there and throw a football or a basketball or a baseball or go to their kids' practice or whatever. And then the leaders of that fighting over some big time shit, people would argue that it's the leaders. I'm looking at the chat right now. Why this damn live stream is important is because all you people coming here right now, I can communicate with you right now in live form on the live stream, looking right at the chat right now. I'm asking you guys, is it the people or is it the leaders? Because I'm not saying that, everybody's great over there, but I'm saying for the majority. I mean, you grow up, you're like, hey, you're raised to do what? Be good to people. If your parents are well, if your grandparents are well, the good people, hey, you're raised to be a good person, to grow up and do whatever. But over there, at one point we're like, death to the U.S. We're seeing these flags, death to the U.S. All that. We can hang out with these people. Then you talk to people that are from Iran and go, hey, we don't like those people. Why? Because they want death to America. Like, I didn't say that. They said it is a small percentage of those people that are actually wanting these kind of things. I'm talking if there's 100,000 people, 200,000, you're talking it's like a small 5,000, 7,000 people over there. I'm just giving an example. If it's 100,000, I know there's a lot of people over there. I'm giving an example. At 1,000 people, there's literally like, at 100,000, there's like 5,000 people that are like bad, or like 3,000 people. A lot of people are great in a lot of places, but we get this little stereotype and this little feeling in our minds when we hear shit like this, right? So I'm showing this clip again to show you what is actually going on right there, how happy these people are. In the chat right now, are you with Palestine or are you with Israel? Type it right now.
Israel and Hamas have agreed the first stage in a peace plan for Gaza, paving the way for a ceasefire and the release of the remaining hostages in exchange for Palestinian detainees. The Israeli cabinet will vote on this first phase later today. Then a ceasefire will go into effect officially. A minimum of 400 aid trucks a day will enter Gaza. On Friday, Israeli troops will begin a partial withdrawal, and Hamas has agreed to free the hostages on Monday. Francis Reed reports.
Elation in Hostages Square. This is a huge moment. They've gathered here so many times, but this time for celebration, after news that Israel and Hamas have agreed on the initial phase of a peace deal that could bring an end to 2 years of horror and devastation. For Israelis, the promise, the hope that it's something concrete after the terror of October the 7th and the wait for the remaining hostages.
It's such a good feeling, and I really hope it will happen. I mean, until it will not happen, it will not happen, but we are very excited.
In Gaza too, daring to have joy after thousands have been killed and around 2 million people displaced. The deal would get aid here with Palestinian prisoners and detainees released, and crucially, the withdrawal of Israeli forces, which in theory would take less than 24 hours from approval.
Every time we used to have hope, they would let us down. We would hope there will be a truce and they would let us down. Until now, the joy is incomplete until it is fully implemented.
It is but a first phase. Everyone is right to be cautious. A whisper from the US Secretary of State. This, the first moment that word was given to the American president that his proposed deal was about to be accepted. The note reads, "We need you to approve a Truth Social post soon so you can announce the deal first."
We're very close to a deal in the Middle East, and they're going to need me pretty quickly, so I will take a couple of more questions.
There has been deep anger from Israelis against their own government, with Netanyahu previously deciding to fight on and being criticised for having no clear objective. Many felt it harmed the chances of the hostages' release. The US president, where families have put their faith instead.
Mr. President, we believe in you. We know you've done so much for us over the past, since you became a president, and even before that. And we trust you fulfill the mission until every hostage, every 48 of the hostages are home. Thank you so much. Blessed be the peacemakers.
God bless you, Mr. President. God bless him.
To me, like I said, watching this, for being over here, somebody said in the chat, we're going to pin some of these questions right now and get to some of these conversations that we're going to have, because people are like, hey, why do you care about this? Why do you care about that? Let me scroll back here. We just talked about the New Orleans prison, all that, the escapees. Now we are Palestine, Israel. Here we are. Now, I'm taking a look at some of your messages in the chat right now. Let's get to the messages right here. Tyler said, let's get to Tyler. Tyler said, why are we talking about such same bullshit but no solutions? In the chat right now, do you think they're trying to come up with solutions? Yes or no? Literally, like, Trump is trying to create the peace deal. Like, this is what it's about, so they can stop doing this shit. Why is this important to us? Well, let's see. Israel is an ally of ours. So if Israel continues to go to war or continue to fight, and they fight, say, they go up there and fight Palestine, then you got people that could back them, Iran, people like maybe China, people like maybe Russia, you never know. Guess what that does to us? Puts us at war, right? Like, we want this to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in the chat right now, are you with me right now? Excuse me. Are you with me right now? I'm taking a look at some of these messages. I'm going to pin some more messages right now to the top. People got any questions? Let me pull this up right here. Let me pull another one up right here. Who else got a question? Let's see. Question: legitimize Israel without illegitimate Balfour Declaration. Here we go. It says here, Green came in and said, yes, that is exactly what Trump is doing. That's the whole point, like, that I asked in the chat earlier. Do you think that if Joe Biden or Kamala Harris would have won the election, they would have actually stopped these wars? Like, I'm being honest with you people in the chat right now. Do you think, and I agree, Nicholas just said that war, I'm going to pin that, I said that war seems to never stop. And listen, it's over this whole land situation. It's over this whole land. And in America, we don't really have that problem that much. Like, we're all protected we have a great government. Well, a lot of people would say opposite, but let's just say this. We have a much better lifestyle than a lot of people around the world. Let's just say that, okay? And when you take a look at the U.S., we feel a little bit better than a lot of people do. Like, we feel a little bit better. Why? Because we're not over here constantly dealing with war with our neighbor. Like, we're not over here shooting missiles at Canada back and forth or shooting missiles at Mexico. Now, there is some things going on in Mexico right now, I'm just going to say, because of the drug cartel and all that shit going on. People in America right now, I saw a lot of videos today. They said, don't travel to Mexico. I don't care if you're going to Cancun. I don't care if you think you're going to the best place in the world, the paradise. What I'm being told and what we're watching online, social media, is be careful where you go right now in Mexico. Beautiful place. Mexico's got some amazing things. I'm going to say that first and foremost. Mexico has some amazing places, beautiful places. But the reality is right now, due to the cartel and all that, they're putting flags out there and notes out there saying, anybody that's American that comes over here, there's going to be problems, no matter where you're at. So I'm just telling you, you want to take that cruise, if you want to get off and be in Cancun for a couple of days, right? I'm just saying right now, be careful. I'm not taking those chances at the moment. People in the chat, you know what I'm talking about, right? Let's pin someone else's right here. Does anybody else have a question right here? Let me see something right here. It doesn't matter who's the president. They don't make a difference. Well, I don't know. Is that true? Let me pin that right now. Let me pin that message right now. Ace said, it doesn't matter who's the president. They don't make a difference. Do you guys agree, yes or no? I'm going to start pinning some questions to the top and some messages. I'm going to let you guys explain. In the chat right now, Ace said, it doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter who's president. They don't make a difference. Do you agree? Yes or no in the chat. Everybody, yes or no in the damn chat right now. Do you agree? Yes or no? Here we go right now. People coming into the chat saying yes, saying no. Smack that damn like button, subscribe. We got a lot of guests coming on our show. You guys are going to want to love to see. sports players, politicians. I told you we have a gay transgender coming on the show, going to explain who they dated, some people that people don't know about. It's kind of getting a little crazy on the show right now. I'm just saying. So if you haven't seen our show before, make sure you subscribe right now, because you're not going to want to miss what people are going to be opening up some tea here in the chat right now. Now, if it's your first time watching the show, put first time in the chat right now so we can shout you out. Here we go right now. We got more people coming to the chat. Any other questions? Let's see. Thomas said the entire government relates to the mosque and the Jews wanting the third temple. It's 100% about that. This will never end. You guys read that message right there? They want the temple. Is that true? Do you guys agree with that? Yes or no? These are the things. These are the things that I'm talking about. We live over here, right? We live in America. I do, right? As a matter of fact, in the chat right now, drop your states right now in the chat. Drop your states in the chat right now. Swissberg, we appreciate you for the first time. We love and appreciate you. Let me pin that message to the top right now, too. People coming to the chat. Mom said popularity contests to represent us. That happens at times. Not going to lie. Whoever's most popular will win. Trump got 34 felonies. He still won the damn election. And were they real felonies, though? Right? Like, were they real felonies, though? In the chat right now. Is it Ange T? Ange, how do I say that? I don't want to say it wrong. We appreciate you joining our show right now. I see it says, is it Ange? Is it Ange T? Let me know in the chat. We greatly appreciate you coming into the building right now. That hanging out with us. Everybody show some love. Welcome the new people in the chat right now. Karina, welcome to the damn chat. We greatly appreciate you. Where are you from, Karina? Lala, there you go. Lala said, welcome to the freaking show. Nathan, aloha out there in Hawaii. A lot of people coming into the building. We had a lot going on today. We covered all the inmates that escaped from New Orleans prison, and now we're getting to Palestine and all that going on, Palestine and Israel right now. The hardest part is that we literally over here, we got our own fucking problems. Like, we got our own problems. We're trying to figure our government shut down. Like, our government is shut down right now. When I get the people on the show, this is going to be out of control. By the way, it's going to be in the vertical and horizontal format. You guys are going to be able to see it in both. You're going to see more of what's going on behind the scenes here. But we got a government shutdown right now, right? And we're like, I'm not going to lie. Trump's like, round of applause, let's get this peace deal. And I'm with him. This is a long time coming. But it's like, shit. After that gets done, our government isn't even open. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying in the chat right now? Who, in the chat, are you Republican or are you a Democrat? Let's get that going right now in the chat right now. Are you a Republican or are you a Democrat in the chat right now? Krita said, please look up the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I'm going to have to do that after the show. There it is. Okay. Ange T. Oh, okay. I see how it is right there. I see it. Okay, I see your name right there. We appreciate you. Nathan, we got the games coming. We got the games coming live for you in the chat. And also, we're going to have it for the NBA playoffs and all that. Waiting for the NFL playoffs. When that gets started, we'll be live for the games, baby. People in the chat right now do politics, obviously, but sports entertainment live on our show every day at 10 a.m. People are coming to the chat right now. Somebody said, play that video again of Palestine. So I got a message right here from Instagram. Play the video again of Palestine. They want to see what's going on again. Take a look real fast.
Israel and Hamas have agreed the first stage in a peace plan for Gaza, paving the way for a ceasefire and the release of the remaining hostages in exchange for Palestinian detainees. The Israeli cabinet will vote on this first phase later today. Then a ceasefire will go into effect officially. A minimum of 400 aid trucks a day will enter Gaza. On Friday, Israeli troops will begin a partial withdrawal, and Hamas has agreed to free the hostages on Monday. Francis Reed reports.
Elation in Hostages Square. This is a huge moment. They've gathered here so many times, but this time for celebration, after news that Israel and Hamas have agreed on the initial phase of a peace deal that could bring an end to 2 years of horror and devastation. For Israelis, the promise, the hope that it's something concrete after the terror of October the 7th and the wait for the remaining hostages.
It's such a good feeling, and I really hope it will happen. I mean, until it will not happen, it will not happen, but we are very excited.
In Gaza too, daring to have joy after thousands have been killed and around 2 million people displaced. The deal would get aid here with Palestinian prisoners and detainees released, and crucially, the withdrawal of Israeli forces, which in theory would take less than 24 hours from approval.
Every time we used to have hope, they would let us down. We would hope there will be a truce and they would let us down. Until now, the joy is incomplete until it is fully implemented.
It is but a first phase. Everyone is right to be cautious. A whisper from the US Secretary of State. This, the first moment that word was given to the American president that his proposed deal was about to be accepted. The note reads...
Oh, I got a message in the chat right now. I want to mention this one right here. It says, imagine losing your land. It's TDAG. I can't say because it's a bunch of capital letters. It says, imagine losing your land to Europeans who were tortured and had nothing to do with it. In the chat right now, how do you feel about that? Do you think that's what happened? I just pinned a message to the chat right now. Today, we're going to start doing this every single day where the communication is with the chat, right? You guys make the damn show. So in the chat right now, while we're doing this, do you think the Europeans just came, took the land, and then they were tortured? Yes or no? Is that what you think about what happened? I'm just asking you right now. Do you think that's what happened? The reason why we're asking this question right now is this is some important shit. Like, you're talking about the whole world's looking at this right now. Is that actually what happened? And I'm going in here right now. I'm asking you guys this question right here. And then here comes, okay, let's see what John had to say real quick. Oh, hold on. Here's someone else. Okay, hold on. Meredith first. I'll believe it when I see it. Anything Trump does turns to shit. Do you guys think that's true? In the chat right now, Meredith said, I'll believe it when I see it. Anything Trump does turns to shit. Do you guys believe that? Yes or no in the chat? If you're a Trump supporter right now, put Trump in the chat. If you're not a Trump supporter, then put impeach. We're going to see right now if you agree with Meredith or if you disagree. There's a lot of people coming in here from all over the world, different places. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Do you agree with Meredith? In the chat right now, put Trump or put impeach. We're going to see right now if you're a Trump supporter or not. Get it running right now. Shout out to the 300 people in the chat right now. Make some noise! A lot of people coming in the chat right now. Daniel said the war is over. Guillotine said gays for Israel 2028. That's another conversation we're going to have. We got a transgender coming on the show, going to explain to us some of that. It's out of my wheelhouse. I'll be honest with you. It's out of my wheelhouse, but I want to learn more about it and see what's going on and see what the reality is because I don't really know. John Call said this may happen only because of Trump. In the chat, you guys see it right now. John just said this may happen only because of Trump. Right? Here, there's a lot of Trump supporters coming to the chat right now. There's a lot of Trump supporters coming to the chat. Here they come right now. Here we go right now. Trump is effective, right? Ali said Trump. Thomas, I stopped supporting Trump because he didn't release the Epstein files. Thomas, listen, I'm going to pin that for a second. Thomas, we all want the Epstein files to get released, first and foremost. Everybody in the chat right now, you guys know, Republicans, Democrats, we all want that to get released. It must be released. And without that being released, then people are going to lose respect for Trump in general. I get all that, and that is true. I believe that will happen. I believe this is a lot of things that are going on with that. Here we go right now. Heiko easily said, Trump, believe it or not, I'm black, and I support our president. How do you guys feel about that? People coming to chat right now. A lot of people flipping the script, right? Listen, look, I'm just telling you right now, whether you're black, whether you're white, a lot of people really just want shit to work out. Like, people are tired of the same bullshit happening. We want shit to work out. Listen, here's what I want to say right now. People come to the chat. Let me get on this conversation for a second. This another time with the whole Trump conversation, but Trump said he was going to lower egg prices, try to lower grocery costs. Egg prices coming down. Trump said he was going to lower taxes and lower interest rates, right? Interest rates coming down. Taxes, all these things, trying to make that come down. Then you go to, hey, I'm going to stop wars. Well, this is starting to happen. Hopefully, right? Don't know everything. Hopefully. You start looking around the clock going, hey, he said he's going to close the border down, not let anybody in here illegally. That's happening. So is there something in the chat that Trump said he was going to do that he didn't do? That's my question to you guys in the chat right now. The Epstein files is the one and only sole thing that I think it's like, hey, got to release those files. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. 1,000% that's got to happen. Is anybody in the chat right now? I want to know for sure in the chat right now. Is anybody out there right now that is like, man, Trump said he was going to do this and he didn't do it? Because if you don't like him, there's got to be a reason why. What is it that he didn't do? I see a lot of people coming to the chat right now. Okay, improve economy. Improve economy. This is one thing right here, okay? Brandon said, okay, there's another Brandon in the chat said, literally no prices have come down. Is that true? In the chat, has anybody seen prices come down at all? I'm asking you guys in the chat right now. This is conversation we got to have, people. And we're going to do this with you guys in the damn chat right now answering the questions. Because I went to the store and I saw, I'm not going to lie, I did see egg prices come down. I do see some things coming down. I do see, but what about interest? Interest rates coming down. Why? But here's the thing. Eggs down, milk down. Here you go. Gas prices are down. So I'm so confused. I'm confused right now. How can someone come in the chat and say that they're not down, but you're seeing everyone else coming in the chat explaining certain things? Look, eggs down, milk down. Who's right and who's wrong? If you go to the store, you got to see something. Gas prices are down. I can tell you this. When you got interest rates, when you got gas prices, when you got eggs, when you got milk, I mean, he's trying to lower taxes, right? But Democrats will bring up the taxes. So I got to, my thing is this. My thing is this, okay? By the way, house prices are actually coming down. And I know this because I'm actually going to sell one of my homes. So like, I have a condo on the beach. Like, I know this because I was going to sell and now the prices are coming down and I don't want to sell as much. So like, I could promise you that. I've been studying this and I'm in Miami, one of the biggest markets right now in the world where prices are going crazy. Prices of houses are actually coming down. They're sitting on the market longer. Remember, it always depends on the time. And here's the other thing. A lot of people that own property, you want the interest rate to come down so your houses do go up. So there, that is a hard situation to understand. Home buyers, when you're buying, when the interest rate comes down, you can afford more house. Like, that's the thing. Prices will go up though. That's the only problem, right? Like there's a balance act. People that lower interest rates, hey, I feel good I could buy more. And guess what? The seller's happy because you can sell it for more. So there's a bunch going on in the chat right now. If I'm saying what you like, put yes in the chat. If you don't agree, put no. I want to try to figure out, we're looking at all this, right? The government shut down. Palestine, Israel is going bananas until now Trump steps in and wants to stop war. And the message Guillotin said in the chat he said he was going to stop the war on week 1. Okay, I'll give you that. I agree. He said day 1 he was going to get in the chat and he was going to stop the war. That didn't happen, right? But I'll just tell you this. We all have goals. And this is what I want to say. I want to be completely honest when I say this. The Republicans are like, he's trying to stop the war. He wants to stop the war. He wants to do all this. Democrats like, he said he was going to do it on day 1. Well, he got in there chasing it. He got Russia, right? Putin. He got Ukraine, Zelensky. He got to both of them and said, we got to fix this shit. Drift Pod in the building. Welcome to the damn show. Make some noise! He said, look, we got to do this. Now, all of a sudden, oh, by the way, there's another message in the chat right now. Stock market was booming in 1929 before the Great Depression. Mom said, bought in 2018 for $72,000, sold in 2024 for $264,000. Getting money out there. I see people out there. Imagine making $56 for 1 day's of work. People coming to the chat saying a lot of crazy things right now. In the chat, another name. Listen, if you make your name, I love being white, I'm just saying, let me tell you something. I'm biracial, so I don't care. I'll tell you like it is. I don't give a damn. If it's a white person, it's a black person. I call it like it is. Listen, I show a black person getting arrested. Black people are like, why would you put that on there showing black people? I'm showing everything. So let me break it down for you. I love being white in the chat. Look, you might be a good person. Your name is I love being white. You could be a good person. I'm not saying you're not. I don't know you. But the name I love being white, it's just going to get you in arguments, right? It's going to get you in arguments. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to come in, I'm giving you, I don't even know you're not my friend. I'll give one piece of advice. I wouldn't have that username. I mean, if someone came in the chat and their name was I love being black, I don't think you're going to be like, oh, I like that person, right? In the chat, you guys get what I'm saying right now? Like whether you like people, don't like people, I'm just saying. It's just a little awkward, right? Yeah, change it to something else. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being white, nothing wrong with being black, nothing wrong with being proud of where you come from. There's nothing wrong with, hey, if I put my name, I love being black and white. Be like, okay, I'm just saying. I just feel that wouldn't be a good situation is all I'm saying. And And whoever put only way, remove them. I mean, no, hold on. It says seek Jesus Christ. Okay. Hold on a second. Don't remove him. If you do remove him, I apologize. Don't remove him. It says seek Jesus Christ. Okay, that's good. But leave that for once. Don't post it a million times. Okay, people coming to the chat. You know how that gets. People coming into the building right now. Who's a new subscriber right now coming to the chat right now? Someone said they are a new subscriber. Let me see right here. I see more people coming in. I appreciate you subscribing to the show. Ann R said, I love being Latino. Hey, you can put the name I love being Latino. Why not, right? And then Guillotine said, change it to @white. Kelly, how you feeling? Welcome to the show. Tracy, but we love our beautiful moderators. Tracy, Pipple Mama, Candy, Christina, Vaughn in the building. We got a lot of freaking Chrome in the chat. A lot of people. Karina said, new subscriber, love and appreciate you. Let me go down. Let me read some more of your messages real quick. Any other question? Swiss Burger said, it's a crazy name to have today, but it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? It just makes your name look crazy, right? Vicky, I love rich people regardless of their color. I love nice. Sorry, I thought I said rich. My freaking eyes, man. I love nice people regardless of their color. Love that. Right? I love that. The hardest part about all of these people that come into the chat, you never know who the hell you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're gonna get. And at the end of the day, it's important. And by the way, on all Meredith, during our show all the time, there's always thousands of people in here. We're doing a bunch of new changes to our show. So into next week, it's going to be a crazy situation. We're going to have live callers coming in. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Ethan said Jared Kushner is a great man. Hey, listen, by the way, I'm from up there in Jersey. In the chat right now, one more time, where are you based? Where is everybody based at? We've reached our past time. We're 10 to 11 every single day. But in the chat right now, Gregory O'Connor said black or white, we are all the same. And Charlie Kirk said that very well. Charlie Kirk said, look, DNA, you might have different things, but you can't tell by, your DNA, hey, this person's a black person, this person's a white person. Like, you can't tell by some of this stuff. We're just people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just people. And then you look at the color of your skin, and then people are like, oh, I like you, I don't like you. Right? And I think that's a problem in the world today. And it's going to be for a long time. That has always been that way. I mean, since I know it for sure, but if you go back in time, racism has always been there. Kelly, how you feeling in the chat? Welcome to the show, New Jersey. Here we go right now. We got Michigan. We got Georgia. We got Jersey. We got Chicago. We got Ohio. We got Boston. We got Tennessee. We got Pittsburgh in the building. Kentucky, Hawaii, North Shore to be exact. Oahu. Another Tennessee, Irwin, Tennessee. Tracy's out there. Everybody that's in the building right now, I greatly appreciate everyone in the building right now. And Thomas said it's respectful to both your parents to say you are biracial. That's correct. That's 100% correct. And I will always do that because you know what? I don't try to be a white person or try to be a black person or try to be what's the point of trying to be a specific color of a person, right? It's just like be a good person and look at good moral values. If they're a good person, they're white, great. They're a good person, they're black, great. If they're a bad person, they're white, bad. Like, or black, bad. It is what it is. But a lot of people have had experiences, and that's the problem. That's the problem. You have bad experiences with a certain race, and then all of a sudden you start not cool with that, right? And by the way, just so you guys know, I see people Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Tacoma, a lot of people coming in the building. Karina, you're right. We all bleed freaking red, same color, right? And Nathan, for you to jump on at 5 a.m., we love and appreciate you. People in the chat right now. Louisiana in the house. Hey, we just showed a bunch of stuff with Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? In the chat, if I put it up here right now, we just showed a bunch of stuff out there with the inmates out there escaping from prison. You guys saw the beginning of the show. You saw what time it was. Holy shit, Chrome, it's 40 degrees out there. Woo, I'm just saying. People come to chat. Kay in the building, how you feeling? Welcome to the show. Nick, is Trump being in the Epstein files bad? Of course. If he's in the files, then it's negative. Now, if he's in the files because he visited the island, was he a guest? Was he a client? What did he do? These are the questions we got to talk about. Linda said, look at the history. People in the chat, how are you feeling? And she said, what I need to say, I'm African white. We need the rainbow nations out here. I'm happy to just be a good person and showing all people love and grace. That shit's important for people nowadays. Shit, a lot of crazy people going on. Anyway, in the building, I greatly appreciate all you beautiful people in the chat right now. Everyone that came into the chat today, all love to you. Make sure you add our Instagram pages, our social media page when you sign off today. There's going to be a lot of stuff going, a lot of changes in the platform. You're going to see thousands of people pouring in here. And just for today's purposes, obviously I'm taking a look at the screen here. Over 50,000 people came into the show today. It kind of goes ups and down depending on the days and what we're talking about on our show. But I will tell you this. A lot of people joining our show for the first time with sports, entertainment, live coverage, news updates. The most important thing that we're adding to the show. Okay, if you're joining right now, I'm going to tell you why you should join. As we move forward, when this is why you should subscribe. Sorry, we have a lot of people coming on, a lot of guests. Yes, we're going to be in the vertical platform, the horizontal platform, all across all social media, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. It's going to start expanding on the show for the live games. Obviously, a lot going on. It's going to be very action packed. So I'm looking forward to talking to everybody that's in the chat right now. There's a lot of things that we got to cover. And today was one of those moments to get in and work with YouTube, make sure that it's going. I greatly appreciate everybody that comes into the chat. And I try to give the best advice possible. I love and appreciate everybody. You came with the chat and the username in here that said, I love being light. We appreciate you. Nothing wrong with that. I love and appreciate you. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying, hey, you come to the chat, you have that name, people are going to start talking shit with you. Maybe that's what you're looking for. That's okay. I appreciate the chat, having conversations. Anyway, I greatly also appreciate every other person that joined our show today. There is a lot to cover. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here. Have fun with us. Join what we do. You're going to see a lot of guests coming on that you can communicate with on the screen. It's going to be amazing. Again, it's going to be athletes, politicians. We have a gay transgender person coming on the show, which is going to be out of control. You're going to love that. We have OnlyFans models. A lot going on. You're not going to want to miss. So make sure right now, if you're watching as I get ready to sign off the show today, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We have over 75,837 subscribers to be exact on our show. And I'll slide it over right now so you guys can see what's going on. Before you sign off today, hit that like button right now and subscribe right now. Let that shit run up and you're going to get notified. Hit the notification buttons because when we go live out there, it's going to be an amazing time for all you people to join and call into the show. Remember, starting Monday, every day we're going to give time for live callers to call into the show. So you watching right now can call in live with the video. Girls, ladies, women, put your makeup on. If you don't, oh well, call in like you are. Men out there, call into the show. And if you got makeup, whatever you got, put down. Stay on. That's what you got to do. Whatever you do out there, do your thing. Call into the show. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hit the like button, subscribe right now. I'll see every single one of you guys tomorrow morning live at 10 a.m. Heading into the week, there's going to be a lot of crazy things going on. All the new people that joined today, we love and appreciate you. And everybody else that has been here before, you guys know I love and appreciate you. See all of you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Make sure you join the show. And here's the other thing. If we get 100 people in the show tomorrow morning before the countdown starts, man, you got to come at 9:55. Countdown starts at 10. Get here at 9:55. If we have 100 people before the countdown starts tomorrow, I'm giving $100 out on the show right away, and we're going to bring the wheel back. We're going to be spinning that wheel, having some fun in here. There's another message in here. Said, good show, Mar. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do. Make sure you're going to see the logo pop up on the screen. Moderators, Lala, we love and appreciate you. I didn't say your name today. Make sure when we sign off, go out there, leave a message on this video. Give about 15 seconds, refresh your screens, people, and leave a message on this video. And by the way, I'm standing here right now. I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm standing here right now. We got a lot of sponsors coming in. That's why on the bottom of our screen right here, you see some of these cups and stuff coming in, Black Crest. I'm sitting here wearing my damn Black Crest shorts. I can't wait for all the new camera angles. You guys can see my new gear I got coming in the building. Blackcrest.com. Go freaking buy their shit. They gave me a discount code yesterday. They gave me another discount code. They extended it for October. Brandon25. They're going to take it away. I'm just telling you. Blackcrest.com. They are going to take away the code from me. I don't get paid for the code. I'm just telling you right now. You can go I don't get paid for the code, but they gave me a code, Brandon25 on blackcrest.com. Go get your freaking gear. If I could stand up right now, I don't know if I can stand up and show you on the damn camera, but I got my damn headphones on here. But the gear I got from Black Crest, I wear the shorts every damn day. I'm not going to lie. Go out there and check them out and literally use Brandon25. I do not get paid. You can use another code on the site. You can use BlackCrest20, whatever, and they'll give you 20% off. Mine's 25%. I will go use that shit today. Any gifts you're going to do, I will go out there and do that. I love and appreciate all you guys. You're going to see the logo pop up on the screen. Everybody, all my moderators, all the people watching right now, refresh the screen in 15 seconds after you see the logo and leave a message on this damn video. As it goes on YouTube, I'll see all of you on social media today. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. will be on there today uploading content. Add me on there and I will follow you back. Take care. I'll see all you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.
Republican Conference and member of the Homeland Security and Intelligence Committees. We will talk politics in a moment. Let's talk about this peace deal, first phase. And I hear you take a deep breath there and exhale. The whole world feels that way.
It's such a big deal. I was sitting in a meeting last night talking through some Middle East issues when the message came out from the president. One of us stopped to be able to read out loud. I literally said out loud, hallelujah. And then I thought, that's all I'm going to post.